Tonight, new details on what went on in the weeks before a Baton Rouge toddler died of a fentanyl overdose. The Inspector General's report putting the blame squarely on the Department of Children and Family Services. The report spelling out how DCFS repeatedly failed to protect Mitchell Robinson III from the dangerous environment he was living in.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. First on News 2 at 6 o'clock, the Department of Children and Family Services was singled out in a scathing report on the overdose death of 2-year-old Mitchell Robinson. The News 2 investigative unit reported extensively on those failures that led to that child's death. News 2's Kate Harmon here with the findings by the State Inspector General.
Sylvia, the warning signs were clear. Little Mitchell overdosed twice in the weeks before he died and was revived at the hospital with Narcan. The Inspector General's report zeroed in on a 9-day period where his well-being and life fell through the cracks. A 2-year-old boy who died of a fentanyl overdose, his third that required hospitalization, didn't get any help from the Department of Children and Family Services in spite of hospital staff contacting the agency repeatedly.
I am frustrated as an ER doctor.
A report released Monday by the Inspector General listed 6 factors that contributed to the death of 2-year-old Mitchell Robinson III.
It tugs at your heartstrings when it's a child.
Robinson died of a fentanyl overdose in June 2022 and overdosed 2 times prior.
It seems that their inaction has led to the death of the child.
Robinson's mother was reported to DCFS 3 times before his death. DCFS failed to do anything about it.
There was a period of 9 days after a confirmed fentanyl test for the little boy where nothing was done. And that 9-day period was, in our view, the most crucial part of this entire affair. And unfortunately, he was brought in a 3rd time, non-responsive, and did not respond to Narcan and was declared dead.
Children are dying.
One whistleblower told WBRZ last year that she reported her concerns to DCFS, and she was then fired.
You all sent this baby back into the home where the mother exposed this baby to fentanyl. And the response was, well, we don't get our way all of the time. Now that baby is back in the home with the mother that's an active drug user.
With a change of leadership, the newly appointed Secretary of DCFS said in a letter to the Inspector General that they remain overworked and understaffed despite hiring efforts.
They're given caseloads that go way beyond their ability to keep up with, or at least were in this situation.
The report found that DCFS had multiple failures by child welfare management. Personnel were not trained about what it means when Narcan revives a child. Law enforcement was not contacted by medical personnel. Toxicology screens did not test for fentanyl. DCFS was not contacted by law enforcement after Robinson's parents were arrested, and poor communication.
There were a combination of almost a perfect storm of circumstances that allowed this little boy to fall through the cracks of the system.
In DCFS's letter to the Secretary noted that there was over a 40% increase in child welfare investigations last year and that the agency simply cannot keep up.